こんにちは、ハリケーンフットボールです。今回の教材は、ワールドカップ準決勝のイングランド対アルゼンチンの試合後のトーマス・トゥヘルと、ハリケーンのインタビュー動画です。イングランドは、アンソニー・ゴードンのゴールで先制したものの、その直後から引いて守り始め、より守備的なファイブバックに変更し、さらに押し込まれ、前に押し返すことができなくなり、逆転負けを喫するという、日本対ブラジルの試合の再現のような試合でした。試合後のトーフルと、ハリー・ケインのインタビューでも、引いて守りすぎたのか、他の策がなかったのかと質問されていますが、やはり、言うほど簡単じゃないんだと強調しています。実際にどのように話しているのか、チェックしてみましょ
う。All over the piece, a lot of heartbreak for the players. Harry's told us about that. Did the better team win over the course of the game?
I don't know. I think we were deservedly up. I felt that we deserved to be up 1-0. I think the momentum changed after that. They had nothing to lose. We suddenly played like we had a lot to lose. They took more and more risk and turned the game around in the last 20 minutes.
I think Argentina had 88% possession after Gordon's goal.
It felt like that.
So what went wrong in that sense?
We didn't have enough possession. We couldn't escape the pressure anymore, and tried everything, but couldn't get hold of the ball. And then it's just like you're dying a slow death. But it started straight away after the goal, and it's basically the reason why we lost, because we were minimum even. I think we were the better team until we scored, but the mindset shifted, and they took a lot of risk and played with a lot of quality.
Yeah, well, how about your substitutions? I think 70 minutes you brought Konza on, Gordon off, and England did sit deep from that point. How do you reflect on that?
We sat deep straight away after our goal. You just said it, and not after the substitutions. But I take the responsibility for the substitutions. It's easy to be a coach after the game. You tell the story from the result. No one can prove what would have happened with other substitutions. I take the responsibility. I take the substitutions. I thought we needed a back five to close the gaps for all the crossing and have more width, because they played with two wide wingers and two strikers, so they had four players in the last line. So it made sense for me to have 5 players in the last line, but we didn't stop the second line from coming through the gaps. We were not physical enough in these moments. It's not a matter of structure. It's a matter of can play in any structure deep. You can defend in any structure active, but we got too passive and got punished for that.
Yeah, Harry said he's sort of seen this before. 2018, the semi-final, England went a goal up. The Euros final in 2021, England went a goal up.
Okay, I haven't seen that. I was not part.
You're aware of the games, though?
Yeah, but I cannot say anything to that because I was not part of the squad.
Overall, then, how do you sum this up? Because some wonderful moments. Is the overall feeling going to be pride? Is it going to be regret?
No regret. We gave everything. That's the bottom line. But at the moment, it's difficult to sum it up because it's just over, and it's difficult to accept because we hate to lose. And we thought we were very close. I still think we were very close. So for the overall summary, we have to wait a little bit and digest it.
Thank you. Well, it's heartbreak, I'm afraid. How do you sum it up, Harry, when you look back at that 95 minutes or so?
I think for probably 60, 70 minutes we were really good. High tempo, pressed well. The game was quite even still, but we got the goal, and I think we fully deserved to be ahead. After that, we struggled to get pressure on the ball. We struggled to find solutions with the ball. And then the waves of attacks from them just began, and we struggled to get any momentum. Obviously, we changed formation. We tried to get more pressure, but just couldn't find a solution. So disappointing for it to end like that, because it was like, we went 1-0 up and we just tried to hang on. When this, we spoke a lot about that this campaign, about doing the opposite, but it's obviously easier said than done.
Yeah, it is easier said than done. Yeah, the manager went to 5 at the back, I think, with 20 to go.
Yeah, I think to try and get the wing backs to get more pressure on the crosses, obviously have more men in the middle of the box. But in the end, we just ended up dropping too deep. They was picking up second balls. We couldn't get out, and when you're playing against a team with this quality, in the end, the chances they got, they're going to score. And It's just heartbreaking to go out like that. It's always the hardest one to take. But yeah, we're going to have to assess it and then see where we can improve.
We've seen it, I suppose, in games you've been involved in, 2018 semi-final, the Euros final. Is it a control thing as well? Is it a technical thing as well?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of everything. Being able to still keep the ball in those moments, the mentality to do that, the technical ability to do that. Also, when you're tired, when the game's going against you, can you find a way to switch the momentum? Also, without the ball, still getting pressure. I felt like we've been good at this campaign of pressing high and winning balls back higher up the pitch, which then gives you a different type of momentum. But in the end, that last 20 minutes, we couldn't do either. And yeah, you've seen it in recent tournaments as well, where it's hurt us, and it has again today.
So is it overall then? Is it pride? Is it regret?
It's pride for sure. What the boys have given, what the boys have given to the nation, everything, every bit of running distance, blood, sweat, tears, whatever it's taken. The nights we've had, the tough games we've come through as a group. I can only be proud of the boys. Of course, we're all gutted. We all felt like we have enough to get to the final and win. But it's another kick in the teeth. So I spoke before about knocking on the door. We're doing that. We just need to find that missing piece to get over the line.
次は解説です。今回は負けた後のインタビューということもあり、悔しさを表現するものが多いですが、本日の解説をチェックしてみましょう。
And then it's just like you're dying a slow death.
Dying a slow death は直訳するとゆっくり死んでいくですが、実際には比喩的な表現です。スポーツでは、相手に押し込まれ続けてボールを持てず、少しずつ試合の流れを失っていく状況を表します。ニュースでは会社が衰退する、日常会話では関係が少しずつ悪くなるといった意味でも使われます。ネイティブが感情を込めて状況を表現する際によく使うイディオムなので、覚えておくと英語の理解が深まります。
And then it's just like you're dying a slow death. And then it's just like you're dying a slow death. You tell the story from the result.
この表現は結果論で語るという意味です。試合が終わった後なら、あの交代が悪かった、あの選択をすべきだったと誰でも言えます。しかし実際には、その時点では未来は誰にもわかりません。監督はこの動画で、試合後なら誰でも結果から物語を作れると述べ、自分の交代策を擁護しています。スポーツだけでなく、仕事や投資、政治などでもよく使われる表現です。結果だけを見て判断することへの戒めとして使われることもあります。
You tell the story from the result. You tell the story from the result.
But it's obviously easier said than done.
Easier said than done は、英語で非常によく使われる慣用句です。意味は、言うのは簡単だが、実際にやるのは難しいです。スポーツだけでなく、仕事や勉強、人間関係など、あらゆる場面で使える便利な表現です。ネイティブ同士の日常会話でも頻繁に登場するので、ぜひそのままフレーズで覚えておきましょう。こういう決まり文句は、言うときに突っかかるとダサいので、easier said than done と、いかにも一つの単語かのように、一気に言い切ってしまう練習をしましょ
う。But it's obviously easier said than done. But it's obviously easier said than done. Of course, we're all gutted.
ガッテルはイギリス英語で非常によく使われる口語表現です。意味は本当に落ち込んでいる、打ちのめされている、です。試合に負けた選手や監督へのインタビューでは非常によく耳にします。単なる差よりも感情が強く、心に大きな穴が開いたようなショックを表します。このようなスポーツのインタビューなどでは頻繁に登場するので、サッカー英語を学ぶならぜひ覚えておきたい表現です。
Of course, we're all gutted. Of course, we're all gutted. But it's another kick in the teeth. So.
Kick in the teeth は歯を蹴られるという直訳からもわかるように、とても痛い経験を表すイディオムです。実際には痛烈な打撃、大きな失望、追い打ちといった意味で使われます。スポーツだけでなく、仕事での失敗や予想外の悪い出来事について話すときにも使われる非常にネイティブらしい表現です。
But it's another kick in the teeth. But it's another kick in the teeth. So I spoke before about knocking on the door. We're doing that.
Knock on the door は成功や目標のすぐ近くまで来ているという意味のイディオムです。ドアをノックしている状態はまだ中には入れていませんが、あと一歩で到達できることを表しています。この動画ではイングランド代表が何度も優勝目前まで進みながら、あと少し届いていない状況を表現しており、 日本代表に対するベスト8の壁も同じように表現できるでしょう。スポーツでは昇格や優勝、ビジネスでは成功、仕事では昇進など様々な場面で使える便利な表現です。
I spoke before about knocking on the door where we're doing that. I spoke before about knocking on the door where we're doing that.
いかがでしたか？この大会では、この試合や日本対ブラジル戦は典型的な例だと思いますが、引いて守ることが裏目に出ることが多く感じますが、引いて守ることで相手のプレッシャーをさらに強め、さらに下がり、どんどん下がり、もう前に行くことがどうしても難しくなってしまうというのは、二人の話を聞いてもよくわかる気がします。特にハリー・ケインは、そうなる恐れを事前に認識しており、そうならないようにとこの大会中にも言い続けていたにもかかわらず、そうなってしまったと言っていることから、それがいかに難しいことなのかがわかります。先制していることが、明らかに有利な立場にいながら、そのリードを失ってしまうというネガティブなマインドが、もう失うものがなく、攻めるしかないという、リードを奪われたチームのポジティブなマインドが、明らかにメンタル的な逆転現象を起こし、実際に試合をもひっくり返してしまうのは、皮肉にさえ感じます。1点リードした時に、1点差はまだ同点だと考えるのか、リードした勢いを使って、そのまま攻め続けるイメージを持つのか、リードしたことによって、さらに前がかりに攻めるんだというような、極端とも言えるほどのアグレッシブな発想をしない限りは、このマインドゲームに打ち勝つのは難しいんじゃないかと想像しますが、まさに、言うは浅く行う証しなので、そうならないことを祈って、ただ応援したいと思います。本日もご視聴いただきありがとうございました。またすぐにお会いしましょう。